back to our channel.
I go by the name Ayo.
And I go by the name Ope.
And together we are called
Ayope.
You're welcome. You're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay, if you're new to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure you click that subscribe button. Okay? Subscribe to our channel, okay?
And you know the funny thing is, baby, I still saw someone this week that said she follows us, but she said, I haven't subscribed. I said, what is going on? How are you guys doing this? It's like, do you know what it's like? It's like going to like the cake shop and touching the cake, licking it, but not buying it. It's not good.
That's a very deep analogy there. You know, you're just licking the cake, tasting it.
Come on, guys.
Buy the cake. You've been tasting it. The cake is sweet, isn't it? So buy this cake. Okay, so guys, subscribe if you're old and if you're new to the channel, okay? Because what we do here is share lovely nuggets for your relationship, for your marriage, okay? Laughter, good news, joy, positive energy, and all of that good stuff, okay? So if that's something that interests you, make sure you subscribe. In fact, where have you been all these years? We've been doing this for almost 6 years now. Okay? So you don't want to miss out. So subscribe so you can get all of our notifications and you can be a part of the family.
Yes.
Okay? Because the family is growing.
It's growing though.
We're moving to our permanent side.
We are going forward.
We are going higher.
Wait, which higher are you singing?
We are going higher.
Oh, okay, my one was the Raz one, I think. We are going higher.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, by the grace of God, we are also trainers. Okay, so we have been training candidates to begin and kickstart a new career in project management. Okay, so if that's something that interests you, make sure you follow us on Instagram, *management_consulting. Okay, and send us an email, info@starmanagementconsulting.com, okay, to join the next cohort. There's been so many testimonies, so many success stories. Like literally, it actually blows my mind how some of our candidates are literally getting multiple offers.
Honestly.
1, 2 offers, 6-figure jobs, you know, huge salaries. And you know, we just thank God for that privilege to be able to be used that way. Okay, so make sure you come and do your own, okay, so that you can start living your best life. Live your best life now. You can start living the soft life.
Exactly.
Because one of the things, I keep saying this, one of the key problems in relationship and in marriage is money. Okay.
It is, yes.
And a lot of the time it's because there's not enough money. There's a lack of money. So money actually does solve some problems. Don't let anybody deceive you. Money is not everything,
it's not.
But if you are poor or if you're broke, trust me, there's certain things you cannot enjoy in your marriage. Because money solves some problems for you.
Even,
do you understand?
Even therapy. It can buy you therapy.
Exactly.
It can buy you therapy.
So that's why it's very important, you know, to ensure that, you know, your sources of income, to ensure that you're making enough money to look after yourself and to look after the family. And that's the reason why we're doing some of the things that we're doing, okay? So guys, what are we talking about today?
Today we are continuing on in our Family of 5 series. You know, we said we had a lot of gist for you. The gist was too much to contain into one video, so we decided to split it up into bits. So if you haven't seen the previous ones, go pause now, go back and watch. Guarantee you'll have a good time, you'll have a good laugh. But today, in that series, we are talking about how it has been for us as a couple.
Shows that we're still in sync.
We're still in sync.
You know what I mean? Okay. So what has changed, right? So we recently, and when I say recently, it's no longer even as recent. Recently had a new baby, okay, called Moriah, okay. So we're a family of 4. I'm just trying to bring these guys up to speed. Yes. We're a family of 4, and then there's been an addition. We're now a family of 5. Okay. So the both of us, obviously, and 3 beautiful girls. So what we want to share is how has the addition of another baby, another girl, okay, changed the dynamics of our marriage. Okay. What has changed? How have we changed? How have we adapted to the change, etc. That's something we want to share. Okay, so we're going to keep it as real as possible. As usual, we're going to be very vulnerable, okay, and give it to you just as it is. No sugar coating.
Yes, raw.
Okay, raw like that. In fact, no editing.
No editing.
Let's just flow.
Let's just go with the flow.
Over to you.
Okay, I think one of the things that have been affected both I would say both positively and negatively, is how much more time conscious we are, in the sense that for me anyway, I don't think we share our time with each other with the children. So for instance, if I know that, you know, there's a few hours left in the day, and I'll say to Mickey and Maya, and get Moriah, go to bed, everyone go to bed, so that we can have our time together. So I think we're more conscious of that. Before, we might be like, oh, you guys can stay 10, 15 minutes more. I'm like, get out. And even Mickey should be like, it's because you want to spend time with your husband. So how come we don't get to spend time with daddy? Like, why? Why do you guys always want to spend time with each other? And they don't know that, because of, baby, the thing is, if we don't take care of us, we won't be able to pour into them.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think we've been more conscious with sharing our time with them. We're not like, it's not a family thing. It's not a family thing.
So I think just to bounce off that, so in terms of, so there's family time and there's our time, isn't it? And I think we have been very deliberate, about spending our time together and literally protecting our time. I think initially when we just had Moriah, when Moriah was still like literally a few weeks, obviously there was a lot of attention given to Moriah. So I feel like at that point I wasn't getting any attention, and I'm just being real here.
Really?
Yes, I was not getting much attention.
No, you weren't getting as much.
I wasn't getting as much attention, right? And obviously I understood, because you know, we had a new baby, so like focus was just on the baby. But I think coming from those first few weeks, you know, we're now a lot more, you know, conscious about, okay, hey, you know, whether it's work, whether it's the children, every other thing, third parties, you know, this is our time. And I think, you know, it just takes a level of intentionality to get to that space. And we now have a new code as well, especially when we want to, you know, which...
Stop.
We have a new code.
Because people,
and this girl is a bad girl.
This boy is a bad boy. You're an influencer.
Yeah, very bad. All of a sudden now, even me now, the code says sometimes it flies over my head. Because so now we have a code, because these children are always disturbing us. Always in our space, you know, always wanting to know what's happening. We go upstairs, they come and meet us. We come downstairs, they come and meet us.
What are you guys doing?
So now we just say, Daddy and Mommy want to have a very important meeting. What's the meeting about? We want to discuss the family future. We want to discuss very important things about how to drive the family forward. We say, okay, how long will the meeting take?
Depends on your time.
How long will the meeting take? And obviously the meeting can take as long as, you know, depending on how much time we have, So I thank God, you know, because we've been able to get back. You know,
no, but let me tell you something about,
a little.
Let me tell you something about that, because the other day I was like to Mickey, we were watching something on TV, and I was just trying to draw a lesson from it. I was like, you know, Mickey and Maya, you guys, no secrets from Mummy and Daddy, isn't it? You make sure you always tell Mummy and Daddy everything. And they were like, yeah. They were like, but you and Daddy don't tell us everything. And I was like, what? That's not true. Me and Daddy, we talk to you about everything. Well, what about when you go and have your family meetings with family meetings without us? I was like, this girl.
It's even looking like we have to change it again, because that's Michaela. She's too sharp.
She's too sharp.
So we have to change it again.
We have to
so
change
that she doesn't get the gist. So talking about time, so I feel like we're kind of back on track into spending time, because I think the first few weeks or months we struggled with time.
Definitely. And
you know, it's really affected us. It got to a point where, you know, I was complaining. It wasn't even like complaining. I was just saying that I feel like we need to be more intentional. Right? It was like, I just felt like and we talked about this before when we talked about, you know, friendship and building friendship, that we shouldn't allow the kids, you know, to be a hindrance to your friendship, because easily kids can come in and you think, oh my God, we're bonding as a family, but then you're bonding with the kids. And then, you know, there's a division or separation between wife and husband. And I was feeling like that was happening. I just felt like, okay, I know it's just a couple of weeks and everything, but we just need to be intentional about spending time. So, okay, for those that know, Ogwemi had the C-section, right? So when I even say spending time, I'm not even saying spending time being physically intimate. It was more about spending time being emotionally intimate. Just being able to gist, being able to just chill. And it was just so difficult, isn't it?
Because in those beginning stages, guys, I'm not going to lie, the tiredness with having children, 3 children, is on a new level. So literally, this is how a night would go in the beginning. Oh, baby, I'm going to feed Moriah. Night feed. Going to feed her. I want to breastfeed her. So I'll go upstairs. I'll say, oh, let me just go upstairs so that after I can transfer her to the cot. I just feel, I feel like, what's going on? You know, like when you wake up and you're like, where am I? What happened? Guys, it will be 4 or 5 hours later. I'll be like, he'll be sleeping next to me and I'll be like, baby, what happened? He said, you fell asleep.
As usual.
You fell asleep, you slept off. And I'm like, oh my God. And I had all intention to, you know, breastfeed, come back downstairs, let's have a talk, etc. But it just didn't happen. And that, it still happens on this odd occasion.
Yeah, and that's why I always tell her that, listen, when you feel like you want to breastfeed Moriah to sleep, don't do it upstairs, you know. Yeah. Do it downstairs, right? When she sleeps off, I would carry her, you know, I would even take her so that you stay here and everything. So we've been very intentional, very intentional about making sure that we're spending our time, okay, very intentional about, you know, our, you know, intimate time as well. Speaking of time, because we did have a few weeks of none of that, isn't it? And I think I shared a little about that, but I think because it was our 3rd baby now, I knew what to expect, okay, because you have a C-section, you need to heal, right? So Maya's one, I remember I shared with you guys, you know, that was a very long wait. Okay, I felt like I don't mind waiting. I felt like I was being celibate again. I felt like I was going back to
Baby, was it that bad?
It was that bad.
Child.
So this one, I was just telling her that please don't let it be that long. I'm ready to wait for however long, but please.
No, not that long.
I don't want to wait for 6 months. You get, so we got back on track, isn't it? Yeah. You're gonna say something.
And I think just to add to that, you know, we said about time. I think the key thing as well that we've started doing more recently is, obviously, you guys know I was working at home. Me too, I'm working from home because maternity, being on maternity leave, you're still working. You're still working.
Still working.
Right. So I always say stuff like, oh, come and chill with me in the office. So like he'll be on his side, you know, working in the office. I'll be on the other side looking for holidays and looking for ways to spend his money. But I'm still working. And obviously Mariah's older now, so she'll just chill with us.
Sit down there.
But we're actually having conversation throughout the day rather than him being upstairs in the office, I'll be downstairs, and then obviously when the kids come home, we're all rushing around and everything. Yeah. So I think that has actually helped us as well.
Very well. And I think that's a good thing. As against, okay, seeing as I'm around, you don't have to kind of just give me my space to do everything. You know, come and play with me. Let us just come and distract me a little and all that. So I think that has worked well.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about our kind of our own personal, like, spiritual intimacy? That's just between us. Yeah. What do you think? How do you think that has changed things?
I think in the beginning, it was a lot more separate because I think we were on different schedules. Obviously, I was waking up, and if I wasn't waking up, like, we were rotating. I was asleep. If I was awake, Ayo was asleep. So we hardly really got to do anything like together, like, you know, watch a sermon together or pray together or study the Bible together in the beginning. But I think now that, you know, obviously Mariah's older, we're getting into a bit more of a routine. You know, we'll do our fellowship together, we'll do our family fellowship together. It's getting better, but it was getting into that routine, and we didn't have a routine in the beginning.
Totally agree, because initially it was like, what's going on? Like, we're not praying, we didn't, because we were sleeping off. Usually our prayer time is like night time, isn't it? And then
is it not? Because I remember I was like, oh, let's pray. I'll be like, okay, that's fine, let's pray. I said, let me just sit on the bed. I'll sit like this, I'll just hear Ayo. Then I can't hear him anymore. Why can't I hear him anymore? Because of where me has fallen asleep. I just hear Ayo. He'll be tapping me. I'll be like, I'm awake. I
remember there was one night like this. There was one night where I kind of just had the nudge to pray.
Yes.
And then I woke up in the night, blasting tongues, praying fire for fire. After I prayed for like 20-30 minutes, this woman did not move.
Baby, I could hear you.
I tapped her. I said, you need to wake up. We need to pray this prayer together.
I thought you were doing it on our behalf.
No, I thought you
were doing it on our behalf.
I wanted us to pray
said, let me rest.
You know, so...
my husband wasn't having it. He said, get up. We must pray this one together.
Let us pray this prayer together. You know, because I still believe in, you know, when you agree together, when two people come together and agree and pray together, you know, with the same spirit, put your faith together, like you make the heavens move. And I felt like that was that moment that we needed to seize and pray together. So again, we were kind of like going apart, you know, when it comes to that spiritual intimacy. Yeah. But I feel like we are, now that we have a routine, you know, tonight, for example, we're going to do some prayer, you know, as a couple. Okay? Yeah. So it's very important for you to pray as a couple. All right. Yeah.
And I think one thing we need to realize in everything that we're saying is that time and seasons change. You have to just adjust. You have to just literally adjust. I think that's the key word for us with everything. We have tried to adjust, not stay the same. So even with the physical intimacy, like we had to make up that, you know, meeting stuff, because we realized that if we don't, we ain't gonna get nothing. Yeah. So you have to adjust.
And you know, it's so funny how when, you know, that part is missing in a marriage, it actually affects every other thing.
It does.
You realize that someone is getting cranky, somebody is more irritable, somebody, do you understand? So it is very important that that is not an excuse.
Exactly.
Okay, because there's 1,000,001 excuses, right? But we need to make sure that we're not making excuses, but we're making love. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Let's write that on a t-shirt.
Make love, not excuses. Somebody needs to tweet that moment there. Make love, not excuses. Okay? Because you keep making excuses, right?
Like.
So so what else? Like,
I lost my train of thought when I said that.
Oh yeah?
There was something I was gonna say. Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So one area which I think we are still working on is having time outside the house. I think we tried, honestly guys, I feel like we tried, but I think it's different things for us. It's childcare. No, that's it. It's just childcare.
That's the main thing.
It's just childcare because I don't know why my parents didn't run away. No, let me not say that actually. She's better now, but at a point, Moriah was really, if she doesn't see me or even Ayo, nah, she's finishing you. So literally, she'll cry until we come home. So,
and that has been very hard on us and also on her. Right. So for a long time, we didn't have any kind of date nights. Like,
nothing.
That we usually go out to either the movies or just go for dinner, because it felt like we needed to take Moriah with us, and taking Moriah with us meant, okay, it was not our time, because you
and then plus
breastfeed.
Lots of places wouldn't even let us come.
Exactly. So for a long time, we're just now getting back slowly, right? So there was even one time I was like, no, we have to do this. We have to do this. And I went and I got a childminder.
Do you know what my husband did? He was spontaneous. He just took initiative. He just called me upstairs. He was like, I need to talk to you. I was like, Kini Moshi. What did I do? I got upstairs now. Get dressed. We're going out. I say, hey, gang. I said, but who will look after the children? He's like, I got a babysitter. I was like...
That's because apparently it's still very...
Sorry,
you're a clingy mom.
No. I just like... No.
Because you want to be the one to look after the children.
No. I like it to be, you know, my mom or someone, you know, that kind of thing.
And obviously it's a bit more difficult now. Whereas where it was just Michaela and Maya, we had some friends, we had family that would easily just take Michaela and Maya. But now you need someone who would take the three of them.
Yes, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's actually a lot.
You know, that's a lot to ask anyone.
Even me at the Dodge, if someone said 3 kids, it's not easy, guys.
You know, so it literally needs to be somebody special, someone
who loves
them and loves us. Do you understand? So I was like, you know what? If there's no one, we have to just be intentional. So, you know, even if it's, let's just get back slowly into the routine.
Yeah,
and that was we had a very good time. We actually had a good time. You know, 3 hours to ourselves.
So, and you know what I remember about that time? Because I remember that particular day, I had a headache. I had such a bad headache. I think I was so overwhelmed and I hadn't slept to the point that I was like, you know what, baby, I don't think we should go anymore because this headache is not going. And then Ayo was like, let's just go. Let's just see how it is. Guys, when we went out, my headache
disappeared.
It actually disappeared.
That's because the man of God laid hands on the woman of God. Okay,
exactly.
The elders shall lay hands.
Yes, so
okay. So yeah, she was fine, and so maybe that's just all you needed.
I just needed
you actually needed
break.
to go out, isn't it?
Yes, I needed that break.
So very important.
That break.
Very important. Yeah, so we're trying to get back into that. I think for me personally, which may now also affect us as well, is I had initially a lack of sleep, right? Because I'm a very light sleeper.
Yeah.
So as soon as Moriah woke up in the middle of the night, I'll struggle to sleep back. And literally in the morning, I'm just angry and cranky.
This is a typical night. This is a typical night. Ope can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. All I hear is, I just see Ayo. She won't chop. He just, so I'll be like,
no, I
never hear Moriah. Never. I never hear any of my children, guys. I don't know what's going on.
I remember those first few weeks, like even up to like 2 months, you know, Moriah would cry in the night. I'll just get up, carry her, and I try to rock her back to sleep.
Yeah.
But when that's not working, you know, she's crying. Like, no, why am I just be sleeping like this? And I'll be like, excuse me, you're the one with the breast. It's not me. I cannot. And at that time, we were not even giving her formula or anything. So it was literally breast. So I was like, how can the one with the breast not even know that something is happening? You know. Then there were some nights I was just like, you know what,
I'm going downstairs.
Because I need to get some sleep. Imagine doing 3 nights in a row and only sleeping for like 3 hours.
And then you have to get up at 8.
And then I have to get up early, like 7:30. So I'm like, can you permit me? So she permitted me, thank God. She'll say I can.
But I was upset with you those times. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get upset.
And I'm like,
I don't know why, because I just feel like husband and wife should sleep in the same bed no matter what.
Yes, and thank God, like, you know, that's something that we've always practiced, okay? We've always slept on the same bed. And even with the other kids, but I think there was times even with the other kids where maybe 1 or 2 nights I'll be like, can I just sleep in the guest room or something?
Yeah.
So I can catch up on sleep. But it should not now be a routine, because it can easily become a routine where, you know, husband is now sleeping separately and wife is sleeping separately. You know, and some families do that, you know, we're not judging anyone. If that works for you, all good. But personally for us, we don't think it works for us.
It doesn't.
But, you know, the odd days, I'm like, let me just get some sleep, you know. So I'll literally turn off my phone, literally shut the door and just try. But the thing is, even from downstairs,
yes, because
I still hear the cry from upstairs.
Because I remember
one night wake up.
I went downstairs and then I was like, okay, go downstairs. This girl will be just looking at each other because I don't know what you want. Then he came back up and said, but she's still crying. I was like, yeah, because she just wants to be rocked. She just went through that stage where she just wanted to be held and rocked.
She just wanted to be rocked.
Yeah.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, I did try.
You did try. To
be a man is not a day job.
It's not a day job. Yeah.
To be a husband.
Yeah, that's all you be. Yeah, you know, definitely.
So it has been an interesting transition.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're still trying to get back into the swing of things, like, but it's a lot better now. It is a lot. And that's why, to be honest, we struggled to shoot those videos. We couldn't create content. We couldn't do anything because we just didn't have the time. And the little time we had, Ope wanted to sleep. I also wanted to sleep.
Exactly.
You know, so it was like there was no time to do anything. But now, getting back into the swing of things, thank God. And you know, the family has been good. Everyone is fine. Everyone is well. And you know, sometimes it's so surreal for me. I just look back and think. Obviously, I think about 2013. You know, when everybody was shouting.
When I thrashed you on the dance floor.
Pretty sure.
Go. Let me see. Hey, who wants a dance rematch? Who wants me and Ayo to do our dance again?
Okay, me have the shouting dance rematch.
I've been saying we should do it.
Let's leave that for anniversary content.
Okay, anniversary content.
So I just remember, you know, that Davis 13 when everyone was shouting Ope and Ayope, and now, you know, Ope and Ayope now actually have 3 kids together. Sometimes I look at these children and I'm just like, nah, me be this. I'm like, is this really me? This
really me?
This actually produced these children. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed. We hope you've learned something. From this video. If you're still yet to subscribe, make sure you subscribe. Okay.
Yeah.
We are certified marriage and relationship coaches. Okay, and we help couples and singles all over the world. Okay, to date better, to love better, to enjoy their marriages, to enjoy their relationship. Okay, so if you need some coaching, make sure you reach out to us, coaching@ayopedavis.com. So ladies and gentlemen, should we sing our welcome song to welcome our new subscribers?
Only for those who have subscribed though.
Only for those who have subscribed, okay?
Sorry.
If you've not subscribed, block your ear.
Block your ears.
5, 6, 7.
We're glad you came, we welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through.
You say,
marriage, faith, life.
oh, we are glad you came.
We welcome you. We hope you learn
a thing or two
as you join us on this journey through.
You say, marriage, faith, say marriage, faith, and life, say, hey. A marriage, faith, and life, say, hey. A marriage, faith, and life, say, marriage, faith, and life. We love you guys. God bless you. We shall see you in the next video.
Bye.